Good afternoon, SAA. I'm Alice Pateau.
And I'm Tanner Waddell.
Welcome to this month's edition of The Spotlight. October 23rd will be the PTSA Fall Beautification Day, and following that will be Halloween Spirit Week.
The performances have been back in action here at Savannah Arts. Earlier this month, the orchestra band took the stage with a limited audience. It was a great turnout, and SAA is looking forward to more performances throughout the year.
One Acts also made a comeback in the theater at the beginning of this month. It was great seeing so many of you talented people in action.
Every other Friday at 3 p.m., the Christian Fellowship Club meets across the street at the park. Bring your friends for a fun afternoon of games, music, and to listen in on a special guest speaker.
Keep an eye out for the Little Shop of Horrors performances happening at the end of October. Theater students have been putting in their best work to make their post-COVID comeback extra special. Make sure to look out for tickets. They will be on sale soon. See you there!
Attention all seniors. Have you filled out the second round of senior superlatives yet? The link to do so is posted on the Class of 2022 Google Classroom.
Our first community story focuses on Starland Yard, a local food truck park in the Starland district. Carl and Maddie interviewed Stacy, a manager at Starland Yard, to learn more about what they do and their inspiration behind it.
Located at 2411 DeSoto Avenue, we spoke to one of the managers at Starland Yard to find out what it was all about.
Starland Yard is a food truck park here in the Starland district of Savannah. We've been here for 2 years. We partner locally with different food trucks and different food vendors here to kind of provide a place where families and other people can come and eat. They might not all agree on the same thing, so it gives a little bit of variety for everybody. One of my favorites right now is Dark Shark Food Truck. They have just been shown on Food Network on a fried special on Netflix, and they do a fried peach that's really great for summertime, and we have a lot of people coming from out of state just to try them. So right now it's a really cool food truck I think everyone should check out. Starland Yard is owned by 2 owners. One of them is Guy Davidson and the other one is Nico Warman. They're both Savannah natives here. They do a little bit of construction and other real estate business in town. They've actually had this lot for a while and knew that they wanted to do something with it but weren't exactly sure. And we got a couple consultants come in, just some friends of ours that have been in the food and beverage industry here, and then just kind of came up with a plan of this. So we knew that food trucks were going to start popping up in Savannah, and we wanted to have a place where they could come. On Fridays and Sundays, we host live music with bands. We do anything from pop music to rock and roll, and we have some rap artists coming next month. And we also have on Saturdays some really great DJs that come in, and they'll play anything from house music to top 40s to different pop rap groups as well.
Make sure to stop by Monday through Thursdays from 5 to 10, Friday and Saturdays from 12 to 10, and Sundays from 12 to 9.
Man, that sounds good. I'm hungry now.
Same. I think I just heard my stomach rumbling. Now with a closer look at what's happening in Panther sports. Here are our reporters Talon and Ethan with a look at a new competitive sport coming to SAA.
Esports is revolutionizing sports as we know it. Mr. Lindrews and some students aim to bring the new age of sports here to SAA. So that means you can throw normal sports away and join esports today.
Well, esports is playing of video games and sort of moving it on to a more organized fashion, and we're actually going to be competing against other high schools.
I've always been pretty competitive about my games, and I feel like I can achieve the level of competitiveness I want in an esports setting.
The opportunity to play more in person, but at a high skill level still, instead of like just casually with friends, appeals to me.
A community always makes things more fun, so more people means more players to practice with and play against, and if they get put into an esports setting with some peers, then they should have a good time.
I think it'll help bring together those that like playing video games at a high skill level and those who may not be at a high skill level but wish to be.
Now that we're actually back in school, now is an opportunity for us to actually try this. So I was interested in it, and I know there are several students interested in it, so I said let's go ahead and try it out and see what happens.
Thank you, Tal and Nathan. We're excited to see how esports is welcomed to the Savannah Arts sports roster. Now for a sneak peek of what's going on in the world of pop culture, here's the student reporters Genevieve and Kennedy with a closer look at Kanye West's new album, Donda.
Today we're talking about Kanye West's recently released album, Donda.
Many of you know West by his musical accomplishments and various controversies.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
He's a versatile producer and artist. His latest album is in remembrance of his late mother, Donda West, who passed away in 2007.
Production on the album began in late 2019, but due to COVID-19 restrictions, West had to temporarily cease work and go back to his family in Wyoming.
This led to the album not having a release date until July 2020. However, West missed this date.
He continued working on Donda in March 2021, even amidst his pending divorce from Kim Kardashian.
An official release date of July 23rd was confirmed by West's record label, Def Jam Records, also accompanied by a listening event at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Donda faced another delay. This led to West taking up temporary residence in the stadium complex to finish the recording and mixing for the album.
It was postponed for numerous reasons. Much of it had to do with clearing issues with other artists featured on the record, including Soulja Boy and Andre 3000, and a subsequent feud with Drake.
Some of the most prevalent controversies that occurred throughout Donda's rollout involve West setting himself on fire and reenacting his wedding with Kim Kardashian.
The one that sparked the most outrage on social media was West bringing out DaBaby and Marilyn Manson to a listening event. Many found it hypocritical and disrespectful that he would bring out these men whom have made homophobic comments and have abuse allegations, respectively, to an album dedicated to his mother.
This did not stop the album from breaking Spotify's biggest first-day streams of the year and reaching the #1 spot in 152 countries on Apple Music.
Critics have noted that Donda stands out as a much more darker-themed record in West's entire discography, as it makes numerous references to his bipolar disorder, ego, religion, and the end of his marriage.
The overall consensus surrounding Donda has been mixed, but only time would tell how it fits in the overall narrative West has built for himself.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm Shady Jim, and welcome to Shady Jim's Car Rental. I sell everything from dreams to rims. We sell everything from Toyotas, Hondas, Chevys, and even Jeeps. And to make it better, they're all 99.9% ethically acquired. Come on over here, ma'am. This is my brand new customer right here. She just got herself a brand new Jeep.
I'm 100% satisfied. I love my new car.
We are not responsible for any stolen cars, broken down cars, cars with the wrong keys, unreasonably high mileage, smells, and internal or external damage on our cars. Our sales are final.
Spotlight Arts reporters Sam and Kennedy took a look at the broadcasting class to see what goes on behind the scenes of the Spotlight.
We wanted to give the students of SAA a behind-the-scenes look of our Spotlight broadcast.
The Spotlight is a monthly news show that is produced by our senior broadcast students here at Savannah Arts Academy. Every year I hope that the Spotlight becomes a little bit better. We always learn something every year of, something that we could improve upon, whether it's our set, whether it's our equipment, things like that. So we're always trying to improve with every year. So one thing that we'd like to do a little bit differently in the Spotlight this year is highlight some local businesses and organizations by actually letting the students get outside of school in a real world environment where they're actually, conversating with these people and setting it up and scheduling the shoots and then going out and performing the shoots successfully.
I'm Jessica Flores and I'm covering sports. I'm really excited for this year's Spotlight news stories. I think it's going to be really interesting and fun, and I think the kids are going to have a great time this year. So I think the Spotlight would be different from previous years in the fact that this is the first year coming back in person since the COVID-19 pandemic. So I think the students are going to be a little bit more involved with it than last year, for example. So there might be just a little bit more interaction with it this year.
I'm Maddie Kahn, and this year I'm a co-news anchor for the Senior Spotlight. This year as a co-anchor, we're going into the community and doing 2 stories. So one of them, we're going to Starland Yard and talking with the people behind it. And another story, we're going downtown and going through a comedy tour with the Savannah for Morons.
So overall, we're hoping that the Spotlight will provide the school with, kind of a cool little entertainment break each month where the classes can tune in when they want to. We'll make it available to everybody to watch. It'll also be on YouTube for the community to watch as well.
Thank you, Sam and Kennedy, for the insight of what goes on into the making of the Spotlight.
Now for a closer look at what happens on and off of the volleyball court, our student feature reporters Lillian and Aaron interviewed a student varsity volleyball player.
Hi, my name is Lillian Gross, and for this month's student feature, we interviewed a varsity volleyball player.
Hi, I'm Lily Harris. I am a junior this year. On the volleyball team, I'm a varsity middle hitter, and I'm the tallest one on our team at 6'1". Honestly, we're all kind of just like a family. We hang out outside of school all the time. We're always the most important part of volleyball is trusting each other and being able to be there for each other. So when we're playing, we have to be able to talk to each other on the court, and that involves trusting each other and being there for each other. Even a game happens, we make sure everyone's good, everyone's great, and so we're just always trying to trust each other and be together. I feel like every time we get a point, we're always hyping each other up, and we're always trying to be there for each other when something amazing happens. So it's they really are just you want to do well because they're doing well, or you want to them being so high energy makes your energy just boost. So you're just it's kind of we're all relying on each other's energy to be able to play volleyball. It's a pretty cool thing, actually. So my biggest hope as a player is to honestly get to 100 kills by my senior year. That's just such a big thing that a volleyball player can do, especially when you start on JV freshman year, which is what I did, and then because those kills aren't really tracked. And then honestly, we made it to Elite 8 last year, and I really want us to try and go to state, which would be amazing. Support us you can watch the news, you can read the paper, you can give donations for our fundraisers, or honestly even just contacting a volleyball player and seeing if you can come to a game, because that would be amazing. We always love our fans, and even though we can't have as many as we'd like this year, it would just be amazing.
Thanks guys for filling us in on what's up with the volleyball team.
Nice work, guys. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Won't stop the beat and go!
Thanks for tuning into the Spotlight, and we'll see you next time with more Panther news and information for Savannah Arts Academy. For the Spotlight, I'm Alice Pateau.
And I'm Tanner Waddell. Have a great afternoon, Panthers.